Well, if you're anything like me, getting a package means it's gonna be a good day. And it's even better when that package is unexpected. Well, for one person in Columbus, when they opened it up, it wasn't what they were hoping for. Now, drivers used to be able to park right downtown, but with construction still going on, as you can see, that is no longer an option. One of the items your money would purchase are kiosks at all the front doors that would monitor just who is getting in. Now, car experts say it takes hitting multiple potholes over a long period of time that lands cars off the road and in a repair shop just like this, waiting to be fixed. While there are no lifeguards on duty and the water is calm, no matter what Broad Ripple decides to do, this pool will remain open for the season. According to court documents, Abbott said he was first attacked by the goose, which forced him to shoot. But from where Thurman was, through these windows, she saw something different. While Davies County is home to 2 puppy mills on the horrible 100 list, there is hope down the road. Grapevine Golden Kennels is raising puppies the right way. When first responders showed up to rescue Mort, he ended up emerging from the side of the house holding a gun. Now, so far, volunteers have made over 330 cards, but these piles, they're not done growing just yet. Most of us will never meet Tia Coleman or know what she went through, but yet so many of us care. And the question is why? Why do we care about someone that we've never met before? Well, researchers right here in this building are trying to find an answer to that very question. Now, the Neighborhood Association has been attending City Hall meetings to talk about their possible plans. Now, instead of this abandoned pool behind me, imagine a swing set over there and maybe even a slide right over there. During the week, Frello runs about 58 miles and also trains on the elliptical. She then stops to rest on Sunday. Hey everyone, I'm tagging along right now on a prospective student tour. As you can see, we are just now leaving the residence halls. Now, this is something a lot of students take to see if Ball State is where they want to call home. One Ball State senior is getting ready to graduate, and without the Midwest Exchange program, she would be flying away from college, not as a Cardinal. One of the biggest issues with making this a two-way street are the kids. Right now, when they play, they take over the street. But having to look 2 ways instead of just one would have parents thinking twice about letting their kids play outside. I am live here in the Halteman neighborhood, and as you can see behind me, there are some pretty nice homes in the neighborhood. But if we take just a few steps over, this site, not so nice. This is the former Halteman pool. As you can see, it is closed up, but residents are hoping to see something even better taking its place. Get the word out, residents have been handing out these flyers just detailing some of their goals and what they hope to see happen. And something I do want to point out is even though this park is going to be in the Halteman neighborhood, residents are hoping that all of Muncie can come together to have this space. Live in Muncie, Esther Bauer, NewsLink, Indiana. I'm here at the state capitol where the 116-page report on Indiana's Department of Child Services has just been released. But instead of welcoming this new information, some senators are frustrated. They say this has been investigated before, but not changed. When police arrive at a crime scene, the focus is on clearing the danger. Then the investigation begins. That's why these officers are off the street for now and back in the classroom, learning how to use new technology to help solve crimes.
Capturing a crime scene to within a thousandth of an inch.
This new $50,000 technology is a laser scanner that will be used to analyze a crime scene. The scanner rotates and spins to capture all the details in a room. Then it creates a 3D replica of the scene for the officers to use as they investigate. Captain Joe Todd says it can be finished in a matter of hours, not months like before.
It's going to speed up and make evidence available to us, multiple times faster. We will have that stuff back within hours.
That means police can have more information before interviewing witnesses.
When we're questioning suspects, when we're questioning witnesses, and things happen very fast, and they're saying, well, I think they did this, we're going to be able to be, it's like we're in the room going, no, it didn't work that way. It's got a lot of us very excited.
Trainer Eric Telshow says the excitement will last even into the courtroom.
Because typically when it comes into the courtroom, you should be sitting in that, even if it goes to trial, you should be sitting in that chair actually very confident, because that scene is documented to the nth degree.
MPD is confident this investment will help them do what they do best.
It's going to help us solve cases. I'm 100% confident. We're going to have evidence at our fingertips.
And some officers have already gotten their hands on the scanner in the field. In Muncie, Esther Bauer, NewsLink, Indiana. With every stretch, step, and sweat comes pure passion for sport and exercise psychology grad student Anna Farello.
Just enjoying, the wind and the weather, good or bad, and just kind of feeling like you have agency in the world.
What started out as cross-training has become something she can't live without.
I truly can't imagine a life without being physically active or just sports in general.
Now that she's found her passion, she's seeing just how far her legs can take her.
The goal for now is to qualify for the Olympic trials for Tokyo 2020.
During the week, Farello runs about 58 miles and also trains on the elliptical. She then stops to rest on Sunday. While she runs on her own in Muncie, she's not tackling this goal alone.
Hey, it's going well. How are you doing?
She works with her coach, Ori Smith, in Colorado, who may be far away but is always supporting her
I
goals.
think Ori's great at kind of keeping me calm during workouts, because a lot of times I get really worked up about it and I'm like, oh, I don't know if that I can do that. That sounds really fast. And he'll be like, it's fine, just chill, don't worry too much about it.
And what she's not worried about is doing all she can for her dream.
When I get into something, I give it everything I have. It's kind of like, if I'm going to do it, I'm really going to do it.
In Muncie, Esther Bauer, NewsLink, Indiana. While classes are in full swing for this semester, one is just kicking off. This class has elements that go well beyond the classroom walls.
Importance of sexual orientation when we start talking about assault.
From the outside, this looks like a pretty normal class. But when students step inside, it's easy to see the topics aren't coming straight from a textbook.
You guys did some reading on that for today.
Elemental is about combating sexual assault. Melissa Holtzman teaches through discussion, videos, and physical elements. That's why she says it's different from other programs.
If the focus is only on stranger assaults, what students typically learn are things like how to throw a palm heel strike, how to throw a knee, how to use elbows, things of that nature. What research tells us is people are much less likely to use violence in situations where the perpetrator is a friend, an acquaintance.
The class combines education about consent with assault techniques, and what they're learning is making a difference.
It reduces assault rates for the students that take it by 66%.
For Sarah Kendall, it's the environment that surprised her the most.
We have a good time, even though it's a serious topic we're learning about. We'll practice on each other.
While the class may be lighthearted at times, empowering the students is still the #1 goal.
The way the program is designed allows them to kind of work through whatever triggering events might be happening for them and ultimately end feeling much more empowered.
And Kendall feels empowered with what she's learned.
It's still important that if you are saying that and people aren't listening, that you can still protect yourself in a way. It's something that we need to know.
Because knowing more is how Holtzman says society can start doing more to combat sexual assault. Elemental started this week in North Quad. You can check out the class at elementalprotection.org for more information on when it will be offered next and how you can sign up. It's usually a quiet street in Muncie.
I was laying on the couch. I had just dozed off, and I heard sirens, which I thought sounded awfully close. So when I woke up, there was flashing lights in my house throughout.
Melissa Foster was startled from police responding to a domestic violence call at 3601 North Franklin Street.
Police officers arrived first and were met out front by a woman who said her husband had set the house on fire and was still inside.
When first responders showed up to rescue Mort, he ended up emerging from the side of the house holding a gun. Police ordered Mort to drop the weapon. He refused. Instead, he began pointing the gun at the officers, forcing them to take action.
Pointing a firearm at anyone is a crime in Indiana. The best advice we can offer, if you have an encounter with police for some reason and they give you a command, please just follow their commands.
While Mort is expected to recover, Foster is a little concerned this happened so close to home.
It's a little scary. It really is. You see this stuff kind of things on TV, movies, but you don't ever really think to down the road or just next door even. So it's a little bit more caution now on what we do.
Once ISP's investigation is complete, the Delaware County Prosecutor's Office will decide if they are going to press charges. In Muncie, Esther Bauer, Channel 13 Eyewitness News. Being a full-time student can be a full-time responsibility.
My name is Robert Wetherington. My friends call me Robbie. I am a double major in dance and social work.
From class to rehearsal, most of his time is spent in the studio, perfecting an art he loves.
You know, I'd love to dance in a company. I would love to mix the two as well.
Robbie's been cast in numerous dance productions right here at University Theater, but dancing isn't the only talent he's perfected. In fact, he stacks up in another area pretty well.
The gym teacher brought in some cups. It's probably like 2008, 2009, and yeah, after the week I was the best one in my class, and I just decided to keep going.
And he sure did keep going.
I've competed at Junior Olympics 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. I couldn't go to 17, and then 2018, so that is 5 different Junior Olympics.
When Robbie's not breaking his own records in Indiana and Ohio, he brings his roommates, Sawyer and Adrian, in on the fun too.
He's always doing something quirky, like Adrian said, and I'm pretty sure he could throw a video up on the screen of him every day of the year and it would never repeat. So it's always a surprise.
And while his talents are surprising, to his roommates, he's just Robbie.
It's pretty good. There's no big negatives. He often leaves the shower curtain open, but that's fine. It's fine.
In Muncie, Esther Bauer, Newslink, Indiana.